Just decided to take the motor out instead, because why not? A little bit faster than pulling transmission, right? It's only been an hour and I've been kind of messing around, so cool. Alright, got the bad boy on the floor, and every time I look at that turbo I think, god dang, that is a huge turbo for this car. So anyway, I will see if I can source a transmission or parts for this one, and we can fabble-cobble a transmission together. And I decided to kind of pull the engine out anyway because I got to change the steering rack. So that's from pulling the axle out, that's from pulling off the power steering high pressure line, but that pool right there, that's just from the steering rack. You can see it's wet up there, it's coming wet out of the lines, and I think there's a little bit coming out of each side, so I think the seals are just blown. So I'm gonna source a rack, and I'm trying to go get a Shelby one if possible. My friends have recommended I get a Shelby one because it has better turn radius, yada yada yada. So I will update you guys whenever I'm back with something interesting. But god dang. Alright, so currently on my way to go pick up a 31TH. So I just figured out I'm just gonna take a 2000 Dodge Neon transmission, which is basically the same transmission that's in the Daytona, just a lot beefier parts in it. I'm gonna go grab one from a scrapyard. They've already got a pull. They want like 150 bucks for it plus the core charge. That's whatever. Normally I pull my own stuff, but those transmissions are kind of getting hard to find, and they take forever to pull out, especially when you're in the junkyard and you don't have all of your garage tools with you. So I'll pay the extra money just to get it. I don't need it to run. I just need the stuff out of it. I don't need the case or any of that crap. So I'm gonna go grab that and try that out. Alright, so I picked up the transmission. It's out here giving the doggo a walk. Hour and a half drive, so yeah. So now I'm gonna go take this back to my place, start tearing it apart. It's got torque converter and everything, so that's all clean and Gucci. Then I'm just gonna throw that torque converter if it bolts up. See how that goes. It's a nice day for this. Woo! Alright, so as per usual, it's really loud in here because A, it's hot, B, I'm doing laundry. Anyway, I'm going to take the transmission off now, and I think I'm going to pull the pump out and show you guys what's going on with that, because that's kind of interesting. Behind the pump is the input. The input shaft goes through the pump, drives the pump. I'm sure the pump is fine, but I'm sure everything linked to the input shaft is probably pretty toasty. I got a input shaft off of another transmission, so you can see here's the rear drum and here's the forward drum. I'm pretty sure this one's locked up, the one directly tied to the input shaft, because it seems like, you know, every gear is forward, so that would mean the drive shaft, or the input shaft, is just spinning. So I'm gonna get taking this apart and we'll see how that goes. Alright, got the sucker off, so let's go ahead and pull the torque converter off, and I will show you guys how to take the pump out, because it's not exactly easy, but it's easy if you know what you're doing or ahead of time. So let me get this all set up and I'll show you guys what's up. Alright, let's get this puppy off. God, this thing is nasty. Probably can't see very well in the camera, but just the whole inside of this is just gross. Alright, so in here you'll see all these tiny little bolts. So what you'll need to do is take all these bolts out, and then on, I believe, this one and that one, that bolt right there, they'll be threaded behind the bolt hole, in which you can, or a little in front of it actually. So what you can do is you can stick a little bolt in there and use a slide hammer and just bam, 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 knock the pump out. There's a sealing ring in here, as you can see, probably wasn't working too well considering there's fluid down there. So let me go grab my cabble-fobbled homemade thingamajigger and we'll go see what's up. Also, if you look at this, I don't know if this will focus, probably not, but these splines are thrashed. I mean bad. I'll take a picture of it once the pump is out. So if you can see, that bolt hole right there is threaded, and so is the one directly diagonal from it in the front. So I'm gonna go get a bolt that fits in that hole there, and we're gonna slide hammer this puppy out. Spin this in some more. Alright, let's try that. Clamp it around it this time. There we go. There you go. Now the pump is out. Oh God, it stinks. Oh my God, it is disgusting. And how did this thing even work? All right, here. I'll get some more light and show you guys what's up. This is something else. Okay, so you'll see how right there it's kind of a metal color. Well, in the inside, see all that gunk? It's like black carbon. Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. The bearings look thrashed. The input shaft is a little not happy. The other input shaft that drives the pump is all torn up. Just absolutely beat. Yeah, just wrecked. Seals destroyed. So what now I'll have to do is kind of flip this thing over, because you'll see there's this clamp on the outside, and that's what keeps the drum from moving. What I'm going to do is take the bolt out that actually tightens that up and loosen it so that band can come out. Once the band is out, I can pull the whole assembly out, and then we can inspect the actual parts of the transmission that keep this whole thing running. So let me get that done, and I'll probably just, next thing I'll just show you guys the pump, because blah 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 blah. God, it's so gross. Alright, so here's the drum. Check this out. Baked on. Jesus. Alright, let's get this on the bench and check it out. So here is the front drum. And this is the rear, I believe what they call the direct drum. This one is held in with a snap ring, so hold on to that for a moment. Flip this one over. This one has a wave lock in it, it looks like. So let's get a screwdriver and just pop it out. There's the wave lock. Alright, so let's just dump the clutch upside down. Alright. So first off, let's see what we got going on here. The steel actually looks pretty fine. Clutch looks fine. The steel fine. Clutch fine. Steel it's a little burnt. Not bad. That's fine. And that's fine. So that clutch pack was fine. Now where I believe the issue will lie is in this bad boy. So I'm gonna go get my, actually I don't need to take this one off unless I want to take the input shaft out. So let me pop this out real quick. So there's the wave lock. Ooh. Yeah, these got hot. These got real hot. Okay, first off, this is the pressure plate, which is blue. I don't know if you can see it on video, but it's blue. Ooh. Ooh, hoo, hoo. This is literally welded together. I can't separate this. The friction material is just popping off. This is completely welded. Oh, this is the pressure plate, yeah. It's blue, so toast, 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 and garbage. I'll give you guys a little, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and give you a closer view of what this looks like. But whew, that was exactly what I thought was the problem. Let me get cleaned up and I'll show you what's up. Alright, so here is the direct drum clutches. So as you can see, this steel right here is blued, and there's literally friction material just flaking off of it. This is almost the entire pack right here. It's just one piece. I can't separate it. I'm sure if I got some screwdrivers and stuff, I could separate them, but they are just welded together. This plate, blued. This one's dirty, but it's the same deal. You can see the blue in it. So, in all actuality, the front drum was fine. And I believe that one's like third gear. I'd have to check the diagram. I don't remember so well. But that one is the direct drum. Smoked. Just straight smoked. The drum doesn't look entirely too bad on that one. Now, cover the input shaft because it's gross. This got hot. Not overly bad, but I don't know if I'd trust it. And if I can show you the input shaft. This one's not bad, not great. The one on the pump though, let's see if I can get the light over here. One on the pump. I think that bad boy is trashed. Look at all that grooving going on there. All the teeth are kind of ate up. Yeah, not good. So, I think that is probably the end of the transmission dissection on this crappy crap. Because the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to tear into that. That's that 2000 Dodge Neon one. So it will actually have a deeper, this clutch pack right here should have 4 instead of 3 clutches in it. So that's cool. I'm going to see if the torque converter in that will replace that, because that one has a roller bearing in it instead of a shaft bearing or like a normal bushing bearing. I don't know how much crap we'll swap between these two, but I'm gonna see how much junk I can put in from there into this, because I know without much mods, those go about, the limitation is about 540 wheel. That's where it gets sketchy, and that's where a lot of people in the forums like, all right, you need to like do something, you know, get billet input shaft, blah blah blah. But apparently you can get away with a lot with those if you treat it right. And this isn't a drag car, so I'm not worried about it. That should be fine. That's more than enough. I mean, this transmission, mostly stock, should be fine. But you know, when you're brake boosting on the worn transmission, and here I know this segment's getting kind of long, but here I just want to give you one last shot before the video's over of what it actually looks like in here. Like, I can't believe I drove around like this for years. Look at that garbage that is baked on there. I got this car for $500 back in the day because this axle seal was leaking and it was pouring fluid all over the parking lot. And then the guy was like, I got to get rid of it. The apartment building is just getting pissed. So I got it for dirt cheap. Well, I'm guessing what was happening was he was driving around for quite a while with not much fluid, and that was overheating it, and it was baking to the outside of it. Because those two transmissions I've shown you in the earlier videos, they look perfectly clean inside, but the clutch material was just burnt off. You know, actually, it was this drum was burnt off. The direct drum was fine. The forward drum was actually smoked, which I think is third gear. So I guess they're driving around in third gear, just romping on it with too much weight or something. I don't know. Well, anyway, this is the end of the video. Like, subscribe, blah blah blah. If you got any questions, let me know. Hopefully we'll do some cool stuff transmission wise. Yeehaw.